All right, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I'm driving a 1993 Honda Civic EG hatch. Up front is a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine and down below is a 5-speed manual transmission. Now this is a super exciting review for me to do. This is quite the interesting vehicle. So let's jump right in. It's a B18 B1 engine out of an Acura Integra. This is not the stock engine for the 93 Civic, but it is a decently common swap. That being said, it made about 126 horsepower on the dyno, if I remember correctly. The B18 B1 is a non-VTEC engine. Like I said, it's out of an Integra, but not a GSR. Now, throughout the video, you might hear it. It sort of sounds almost like a Subaru engine. That's actually because it has unequal length headers, so it gives it an interesting sound and a lot different of a sound than probably you're used to hearing out of a Honda. Like I said, paired to it is a 5-speed manual and it does have a stage 1 clutch. The clutch is a little bit stiffer than I expected, but that being said, it's not bad at all. The shifter feels so good. I love Honda shifters. They just get it right. I've driven exotic cars that do not have shifter feels quite like Honda's. The rear has been swapped to disc brakes as well, just to give the car a little bit better braking for the track. And as you just probably noticed, the suspension is lowered. It has a lot more aggressive of a stance. So we're gonna talk about the interior and then we're gonna get back to that engine because there's really no interior to talk about. This car is built as just a fun little weekend track toy and it does that quite well. But in front of me, I have the stock Civic gauges. On my far left is the tachometer, in the middle is my speedometer, and then on the right I have fuel and coolant temperature. Those are stock, those are factory that you'll find in every other Civic. The steering wheel is a Sparco removable steering wheel, and I like it a lot. It feels nice, I like the suede. Once I do end up getting a wheel, I will get a wheel similar to this for my own RX-7. On the dash, I have a button for the sunroof, which this car doesn't even have. The bezel was pulled out of the junkyard just so Matt could fit the switch panel off to my right, which is for the fuel pump as well as the cooling fans. And I do have an AEM wideband gauge up top. I am sitting in a Sparco bucket seat. I really like it. It's actually wide enough for me to fit my bloated carcass into the seat, which is hard to come by, admittedly. There were back seats, although this is a coupe. There used to be back seats, but as you'll see, the entire car is gutted. This is a purpose-built track toy. We'll talk about the looks. Matt has painted this a very, very interesting blue color. I don't mind it. It actually looks a lot better in person, surprisingly enough. But it is an EG hatch, and the EG hatch is starting to grow on me a little bit. So let's get back to that B18 B1 engine, non-VTEC. This is such a fun little car. Oh, the thing about the B18 is that it just goes, gimme, 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 gimme more. It just wants you to pound its guts out. And that's how it actually kind of feels like a rotary. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Feels like a rotary in the fact that it just wants more, more, more. One of the most interesting things for me personally about this motor is that this is the first non-VTEC motor I've driven in a while. Not the first ever, but the first in a while. I keep waiting for VTEC to kick in, but it just won't. The coolest thing about this car to me, this particular car, Matt's EG hatch, is just the community about it. You know, I know Matt through cars. He's one of my good friends. I always see him out at racing events or at the shop. This car was dynoed and tuned by Mike Pico at Red Mist Automotive. He has a Go Fast or Suck, which is our friend Dewey, who also goes out to all that stuff. Check out Go Fast or Suck on YouTube. One of my best friends, Adam, did the cooling system on this car. He switched up some stuff, and so he signed his name under the hood. This is just such a community car. This is such a good representation of our friend group. And that's the coolest thing about this car. And I love it for that because Matt's a good friend to us. We're good friends to Matt. We do stuff together. We always see each other at the same events. And that just makes me really, really happy, honestly. Now, One last thing I want to talk about with the EG hatch is that I am not a Honda fanboy. To be honest, I don't particularly like Hondas all that much. And I was recently talking to our mutual friend Mike Pico, who owns Red Mist Automotive. Check out Red Mist Automotive. And he explained to me why I have this just hatred for Hondas. And it's because really these old Hondas like this, these B swaps, are essentially direct competitors to first gen RX-7s with the 12A to 13B swap. The swap that I did. So because they're very, very similar, they get very similar power. They're very easy to do, both rotary swaps and B swaps. It's formed this just instinctive hate from the other side of the aisle. It's like if you love Halo, you have to hate Call of Duty. Or if you love Pepsi, you have to hate Coca-Cola. But at the end of the day, you don't really have to do either. This is a fun car. This is a quick little car. Honestly, I think this thing would give my RX-7 a good run for its money. And so, on paper, in conversation, I hate Hondas. But you can't hate them too much. Oh my goodness. And so, as we get to the end of the review, it's a beautiful day outside. It's 70 degrees, it's sunny, there's a little bit of breeze in the air, and I really wanted to hate this Civic. I wanted to hate it so bad, but I really can't. I really can't hate it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much to Matt for letting me review his Civic. I'm sorry if the audio quality is probably terrible. This doesn't quite make me want a Civic, but it definitely makes me want to build something fast and with my friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.
Here goes a sight from my soul.